Let me ask you something. One simple question. I want you to be totally honest with me, man to man, mano y mano. Do you want to feel like a man and do you need work? Because if you're not working, you don't feel like a man. That's just it, dude. I'm not talking about being a keyboard beta bitch. I'm not talking about sitting at a desk for 10 hours a day, okay? Sure, maybe some paperwork, maybe a little desk time, but what I'm talking about is getting your ass to work. If you want to freaking build a workout into your actual work and get paid for it, then this is a job that I have for you right here. This is in Hurricane, Utah. If you're in any of the surrounding areas, St. George, Washington, Hurricane, anywhere around there, and you've moved here recently, you know that the prices are super high. You know that you need top dollar. Right now, this is a landscaping job. It is part-time slash full-time. It sounds like they want to start you at part-time, potentially go full-time. Starting pay is $40 an hour. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., so about 4 hours a day or as needed. No experience necessary, and they list their phone number. No experience necessary. So this is potentially just to start about $320, $40 an hour, 4 hours a day, 2 days a week. That equals $160 a day. Times that by 2. That's $320. $320 for 8 hours of your time per week. And it sounds like it could turn into something full-time potentially. But if it doesn't, guess what? You're a man. Okay. You can go out there, you can get this experience with no experience needed. You could be paid $40 an hour right now. You could either work into a full-time position with the company or keep that part-time position and find something else for another 30 hours per week. Okay. Or if you want to, you can use those skills that you have to go get your own side business and start your own hustle and start making your own money. I am so freaking sick and tired. This is why we have a society of beta males, because people don't know how to work. Do you know that it's good for men to work? It's healthy for men to work. It is a great thing for men to come home from work and be physically tired. Okay, to exhaust muscles. Did you know that there's things that we can't work out as men unless we physically work them out? Think about it, man. Think about how we were designed. Think about our raw, bare emotions. Eat, eat, take, and sex, and that's basically it. Eat, sleep, sex, go out and kill the freaking bear or kill the woolly mammoth. These are base instincts. And so to fulfill these instincts is very fulfilling as a man. When you look back on your life, are you going to look back on your life on unemployment and food stamps and rolling out of bed at 10:30 in the morning and saying, oh man, nobody will give a fair wage. Oh man, they all work you too hard. They all push you too hard. Yeah, there's something to be said for finding the right position. It may take some time. It may take you trying some things out. But that's what we do as men. We try things out. We get off our ass. We get shit done. Okay. If you want to define what a man is, it's somebody who obviously has balls and testicles and a penis, right? But it is also somebody who gets it done. Men do what need to be done. It doesn't matter if it's fun. What kind of legacy do you want to leave for your children? Do you want to leave the legacy of, yeah, dad he was a fat ass. He came home. He didn't really do anything. He worked on the computer all day. His knees were soggy. His back was crunchy. There was nothing. With this trade that I'm telling you about right now in the lawn care business, in the landscaping business, you can learn the ins and outs of sod, of bark, of planting, of running small equipment such as smaller excavators and things like that. You can even learn, it depends on what they go into, but grass seeding and things like that, potentially sprinkler systems, aerating, all sorts of things you can get into with this trade, and you can keep yourself in shape. Get yourself a big sun hat. You know what I'm saying? You drive through the neighborhoods and stuff, and you will see every single crew of Mexican workers, specifically specifically Mexican workers know what they're doing when it comes to these hats, because they're the ones that you will see with these big brimmed hats. They've got that part figured out. Keeps the sun off your face and off your neck. Don't go out there with a ball cap. Invest $20, $30 in a really nice sun hat for yourself. And then you're going to get out there and you're going to get a beautiful workout. You're going to be wearing your Carhartts. You're going to be wearing a pair of boots. You're going to be wearing a long sleeve shirt. It's 100 degrees outside. Nobody in their right mind would go out in this weather in a long sleeve shirt, but you're a fucking man. So you have a long sleeve on. You're not afraid to sweat. You're not afraid to get dirty. This means you don't have to apply sunscreen to your arms all day long. Yeah, I've worked in landscaping. I've worked in lawn care. If you apply sunscreen to your arms all day long, then what's going to happen is you're going to get dirt that's going to stick and dust that's going to stick to your arms all day long, and you're just going to get completely fried, and it's not going to be a great day for you. I've had that exact scenario happen to me before years ago. So get out there, get yourself a workout, okay? My God, if you just eat the right food, you don't even have to work out anymore. Lifting sod, doing all this shit, driving the equipment, walking back and forth, carrying things, shoveling bark, shoveling rock, wheelbarrowing it to and from. This is going to be enough to get you freaking ripped. It's going to get your shoulders jacked. It's going to get your core all tightened up. It's going to get your legs blown up. You're going to have big quads. You're going to have a tight ass. You're going to come home. You're going to come home sweaty. And when you come home, you're home. You don't bring work with you. You're not like, oh boy, I could keep working on my online business. Oh boy, I got to create another resource for people. No, none of that shit. You're like, well, I could be working right now. No, when you come home, your family knows what time it is. It's time to relax. Dad's home. Okay. Your wife is saying, my husband's home. I know what time it is. It's time to get dinner going. It's time to set the evening. It's time to get some music on. It's time for show time. It's time to relax. And your wife is going to be like, you know what? I need to get the house clean. You know what? My husband's almost coming home, and I know that he's worked his ass off today. He's going to be tired. He's going to be hungry. He's going to want to just chill. He's going to maybe play some board games with the kids, play some video games together as a family, relax, take a shower. You know, it's time to relax. It's time to go for maybe if it's cool outside, maybe a little bike ride. Maybe go to the park and feed the ducks for half an hour, or maybe just it's one of those days where it was a really long, hard day. It's time to slip on jammies and everyone's just, you know, hey, we're doing buffet style in the kitchen, right? It's going to be a beautiful time. They know what time it is when you have a job like this where daddy goes outside the home. He works his ass off. He comes home. Dad takes off his boots. Now he's home. It's time to relax. I've got dad. Dad's mind isn't elsewhere. Dad's mind isn't down the road 20 miles. Dad's mind is here because dad knows all he's got to do now is spend time with his wife, spend time with his kids, eat some good dinner, watch some TV, maybe play a little board game or two, play some Legos, play a little bit of Transformers, and then dad's off to bed, okay? Maybe dad has sex at the end of the day, or maybe dad has sex in the morning, okay? Private time. But that is dad's plan, okay? That's it, dude. That is the cycle. That is the way to live life. And you just keep doing that and doing that until you start your own business or your own side hustle, or you grow enough with the company where, you know, you're more comfortable. Okay. You have a little bit more of a comfortable life. Maybe you can afford to take some vacation days here and there, lighten the load a little bit, but you leave that legacy of dad worked his ass off. It wasn't even about money for dad. It was about creating a pattern and doing what needs to be done. It was about being productive for dad. That's the legacy that you can leave. And this is how easy it is to get a job. So I don't want to hear any bullshit about, oh, it's so hard to find a job. Oh, you can't find a job. You can find a job. And if you're worried about inflation, then that's a budgeting issue. Okay. Yeah. Inflation fucking sucks. It's so heavy. It's so high. Butter used to cost $2.50. Now it costs $5. Okay. We all get inflation. Inflation is a real thing, but you know what? It has more to do with how you spend your money. I was reading a comment of a guy the other day. He has never made more than $35,000 in a year. Never. He's always made under $35,000 a year. And he was able to buy a property, own his truck outright, and have his house. Okay. That's when you have the mindset of working for 20 or 30 years. If you can get into that mindset of this is what I want to do, this is what I like, this is how I like to move my body. Okay. Every trade's not going to be right for you. You're going to have to stick it out in a few and try them out and just see, okay, man, I really don't like this. I'm going to do this for the money for another couple months and then I'm going to transition into something else. That is completely fine. You should be doing that. You should be testing things out. But the point is that you get off your ass and you test it out. Don't leave a burnt out, lazy, messy, mushy old legacy for your kids of you don't know what you're doing or, oh, this or that. You really wish you could work online. You really wish life could be easier. Well, guess what? It's not. And it never has been for real men. Real men get up and get it done. So call this person if you're in this area, get your ass on it and get yourself a job that pays well. You can actually get a workout in, feel like a freaking man, take out some aggression on those sod rolls and have a great time doing it.